Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Miles Brown, and today's show is why owning a business won't keep you happy. Big disclaimer, I love owning a business. It's like one of my most proud things that I've accomplished in my life is owning and running a successful business for 11 years. But over the years, I've learned to not derive my happiness from my business, my company. The only thing that you can get true joy and happiness from is Christ. I know owning things and stuff can make you happy for a period, and a business is just like that. It's like you own something, it's a toy, you own something, it brings you some happiness, but with everything in life, it's fleeting. You know, you can't really capture anything on this earth forever. You know, your kids will get on your nerves at some point. You love them to death. They're gonna irk you. They're not gonna make you happy. Your wife, love her to death. She's gonna get on your nerves one day. She's not gonna make you happy. Or your husband, vice versa. A business is absolutely the same exact thing. And I'm gonna start off with 5 key reasons. And for some people, a lot of these reasons are, like, even for myself, a lot of these reasons were reasons that I started a company for. And I thought, oh, this is great. This is going to make me happy. No. So, number 1, it's a job. You are literally giving yourself a job. It's not going to stay a job forever. But in the beginning, I would at least say for the first 5 to 6 years, you're going to have to be very instrumental in the building and the developing of your business's name. That means everything is really going to fall on you for a long time until things can get off the ground. If you're not mentally and emotionally prepared that owning a business isn't like, oh, I'm the boss. Becoming the boss, you're the boss of your own job. You're the employee. You are the HR. You are the marketing. You are the accounting division. You are everything in the beginning when this thing starts. And it does get easier, but it's not going to make you happy out the gate. It's going to push you to the brink where you've never gone before. So please take that into consideration. When you start a business, you are literally giving yourself a job. No way around it. You don't want to work a 9 to 5? Okay, when you start a business, you work in a 24/7. All right? 2, it's a much harder job than a regular job. Like I said, you're not doing a 9 to 5, you're doing a 24/7. With a regular 9 to 5, you can leave work at home a lot of times. You can leave work at work. With a business, it invades your mind, all of your thoughts, your actions. It takes an effect on your body, stress, everything. The same as a 9 to 5. Your job is going to require so much of you. So I don't know why people think when they own a business, the same thing isn't going to be required of them. And tons more. Tons more. You're going to be emotionally invested more because it's your money that's being spent on marketing. It's your money paying your employees. It's your money paying yourself. It's you that may not get a invoice paid on time when you sent it out 30 days in advance, and here it is 60, 90 days and they just now paying you. You know, and a lot of people go, oh, well, you can put all these different things in place. Guess what? When somebody doesn't want to pay, they don't want to pay. And a lot of times legally, it's not a good way to do business is to always legally hit people over the head. Like, once you become a business owner, you realize that you have to have some business tact, because just like you have up months and down months, and if you've had a great company and they've been working with you for years and retaining your services or products for years, and then they have a small downturn, you don't just throw them away. You know, you work with them, give them extra time. And mentally, if you're not prepared, if you still have that 9-to-5 mentality, and you're not taking a perspective of an owner, it's going to be really, really tough for you to make that true transition into business ownership. And guess what? You are not going to be happy about it. It took me a while to really understand owning a business is much different than showing up for a job. The job is probably the least amount of your problems. It's everything from marketing to get a job, to hiring the right people for the job, to executing the job. That's like a small part. And then invoicing after the job, making sure taxes are done. There's so many things that come into play other than just doing the job once you become a business owner. So please don't expect those things to bring you any joy or happiness until it becomes an even flow, where you can understand the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of your industry and how it actually works. And you have to be insanely self-motivated to sustain any type of business for long term. You cannot expect your workers to self-motivate you. You can't expect your spouse to self-motivate you. It's self-motivation for a reason. If you're not the main person championing this endeavor, your leadership is going to create a lackadaisical culture. And guess what? Your employees are going to become lackadaisical. Everything about your business will directly influence how motivated you are to succeed. At a 9-to-5 job, all you have to do is show up. You may even be motivated at your 9-to-5 job by exterior situations. Your management might be on your back. Might be negative enforcement instead of positive reinforcement. It might be negative that's keeping you coming to work every day. But owning a business is the one thing where you can quit. Like, if you're in a bad mental space, you can just quit. Nobody's going to come knock on the door and be like, you know, you got to pay rent. You know, this is going to happen. You know, no. To be successful in business, you have to be mentally strong enough to make it through the ups and downs. And owning a business is literally built-in ups and built-in downs. And staying neutral is probably the shortest span. You're going to be up for super long. Once your business gets cranking and booming, you're going to be down for super long when you know, something tragic happens or the economy changes or something happens. But staying neutral is probably a flash. Like, when you look up and be like, oh, things have been going pretty smooth for a while. As soon as you say that, something's going to go up, something's going to go down. Be prepared for it. Do not allow your happiness to be connected to the ups and downs of your business. People will let you down. That's number 3. People will let you down. People that you put all of this time and energy and training, they'll just quit. No 2-week notice. And you should know that from your job. You've probably quit a job that you didn't give a crap about, and you were like, screw them. Once you become the business owner, you understand how devastating that can be to a business to just up and just, I'm done. Or to know that you're leaving and then not give a crap. Like how people say, oh yeah, I've been checked out since last week. As a business owner, you need to notice the people who have checked out and straighten those things as soon as possible, because these are the people that are going to destroy your company's reputation on the way out the door. And people you may have helped feed their families for years can turn into a disaster 3 months before it's time for them to leave, because mentally they've completely checked out and they just don't give a crap about you, your company, or anything that they've done for you. So if you love people and you care about people, which I do, and in my business I always try to do the best for my people. I always still try to do the best for my people, but I 100% understand that I only do what I'm willing to lose. I only give what I'm willing to lose. I only put as much in as I know is what I'm going to get out. And even then, sometimes you may even give more and still come up shorter. It's just the nature of the business. Owning a business requires more of the owner than it requires of every single other person. And people will let you down. Your accountant will let you down. Your tax person will let you down. Your HR department will let you down. Your marketing, which has been the most let down part I've ever had in my life. My marketing division I've spent tens of thousands of dollars in marketing with no returns, and I've been sold the biggest pitches. I've done the research, everything, and people just ran off, so it is what it is. People will let you down. You cannot derive any happiness in your business from the people that you work with. It's a plus when you find great people and they've been with you for years. Consider yourself lucky. I have some amazing people that have been with me for years, and I've had some people that started out amazing, and I wish I never met them. It is what it is. Do not derive your happiness from people or your business. Moving on. Number 4, it's all on you. All the good, all the bad, all the mediocrity, all the excellence. Every single thing that you do and achieve in that business, for good, for bad, for mediocre, it's you. And owning a business shows immediately how driven you are. It's a complete mirror reflection when you can look at the analytics of your business and say, oh, we haven't grown. No, you haven't grown. We're stagnant in this area. You're stagnant in that area. We keep picking the wrong people for the job. No, you do. The money keeps being funny at the end of the month. You're a bad manager of money. There's no in between when you own the business. It's all on you. So if you derive happiness from feeling like you've accomplished something great, business could be one of the best things on earth, but it could also be one of the things that puts you in a depression. I was in depression from my business. I had the most highs in my life from my business. I've had the worst lows in my life from my business. But if I derive all of my happiness and my joy from my business, I would be bipolar. That's why one thing that I continue to stress, don't derive any happiness or joy. It's a job. It is a means to an end. It is a business. Only derive your joy and your pleasure from Christ. Nothing else will last. Nothing on this earth will last other than Christ. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is the stress from owning a business is different. Depression is real. Suicidal thoughts are real. Feeling overwhelmed and anxious and anxiety is real. I lost hair from this business. Like a lot of my family members, oh my God, you got a patch in the back of your head. What's going on? I'm stressed. Oh, well, it looks like everything's going so well. Yeah, that's from the outside. Sometimes money is not just an indicator of how well things are going. Sometimes it's, are you sleeping? Sometimes it's, can you take care of yourself? Has the business become such a burden that you've forgotten how to take care of yourself? So I just want to leave y'all with the understanding that owning a business is not going to solve your problems. Having a relationship with God is what's going to solve your problems. Owning a business is just better to me than working your whole life at a 9-to-5 and not owning anything. That was my reason for starting a business. I don't feel like I've derived any significant happiness from owning a business outside of the fact that I feel like I own something. I have ownership in something, and I've been able to take care of myself from the business. But I'm nowhere near crazy enough to believe that it's been me. It's been the fact that I give all praises and honor to my Christ, Lord Jesus. I give all praise and thanks to the fact that paying your tithes is essential to making sure that your money is flowing. And a lot of people don't believe me about tithes, but when you pay your tithes and you feed God's kingdom, God feeds you. Great things happen when you stay consistent with paying your tithes and your offerings, and you stay in a position of give, because what you give will be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over when you give it to Christ. I'd rather give my money to him than to a person, because like I said on number 3, people will let you down. But if you're doing it out of good intentions for Christ, all blessings and praise to the Most High God. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I pray you got something out of this and understand that that business idea that you have, great, start it. Start it while you even have a 9-to-5. But don't think that you're going to feel better just because you have a thriving business and everything's going well and, oh, I can make my own schedule. Yeah, just like you can make your own schedule will be made for you if you want to keep money coming in. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, and buy some of the Kaligo merch. Continue to support, like, subscribe, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.